Hi everyone! Sadly, these past couple weeks have been hard for me. I had a family emergency to attend to in my hometown, so I haven't been online very much. However, I have read and appreciate the feedback and the suggestions on my last video, and have made a list of future videos to create. Today's video will be a little short, but I hope you enjoy it. There's an amazing clothing website called RetroKid. It was started by a couple of Ontarians who wanted to relive some childhood nostalgia. It has a great deal of officially licensed apparel for shows such as Scooby-Doo, Inspector Gadget, and Reading Rainbow. It also has some distinctly Canadian shows such as Mr. Dressup, The Beachcombers, and The Raccoons. I like to spend time scrolling along and looking at all the clothing items I can't afford. One day, I stumbled upon this shirt. It was the only unfamiliar show item on this site, which led me down the path of read-along. Read-along was an educational Canadian television program for young children. It was pitched by Ken Sobel back in 1973, and was met with criticism, apart from the educational supervisor at TVO. The show was brought to fruition in 1975. It was filmed in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. A total of 90 10-minute episodes were produced. This, of course, means that there are 900 hours of the show. The first set of 30 shows were produced in 1975 and focused on simple word recognition. The following 30 were produced in 1977 and began to incorporate more sophisticated reading skills. The final 30 were produced in 1979 and focused on full sentence structure with entire stories. The show featured live children actors, puppets, and animated sequences. The show contains some notable Canadians. Noreen Young built the puppets as well as puppeteered on the show. She is a very well-known puppeteer and builder, and created the show under the umbrella tree. The show also features Nina Kyo, who is an extremely notable puppeteer, appearing in shows such as Polka Dot Door, Today's Special, Book Mice, Groundling Marsh, and Mr. Dressup. The third puppeteer is Bob Dermer. He has worked on shows such as Today's Special and The Raccoons. He has done a great amount of small roles in famous films and television shows. There were only 3 voice actors utilized for all the roles: well-known singer, comedian, and actor Jack Duffy, radio personality Max Ferguson, and later on, Julie Amato came in to play the character Pretty. The show seems innocent enough, and when I watched the first season, I could tell this was definitely made for very small children. The comments on videos that had the comment section open were very wholesome for Season 1. I found myself struggling to identify what videos may be from Season 2. I wasn't able to find any concrete evidence that I was watching a Season 2 episode. It appears that the show may be another lost media item. By Season 3, full stories were being told to the viewers. The characters would vocalize some of the story, with the rest being relayed to the viewer through text that they would have to read out loud unassisted. But it was a little bit scary to say the least. You can see my reaction to an accurate reenactment of Little Red Riding Hood, or in this case, Little Red Riding Pretty.
Is that you, dear?
What? Soon Little Red Riding Pretty came in.
Hi, Grandmother. My, what big eyes you have.
Better to see you with, my dear.
What big ears you have, Grandmother.
The better to hear you with, my dear.
I forget what comes next.
What big teeth.
Oh, that's right. what big teeth. I mean tooth you have, grandmother.
The better to eat you with, my dear.
Oh no! Help! Help!
Yeah, run away. Oh god.
Now, the 70s was a strange era of television that I wasn't around for, and this one definitely wavers on wholesome and terrifying. In the beginning of the show, there were only two puppets, Boot and Granny. Later on, Pretty was introduced. If these were the only characters in the show, I think children would have not been too afraid. However, later on they released characters such as Mr. Bones, who was a horrifying skeleton that gives me Candle Cove vibes. House, who is a scary talking house.
What?
And finally, The Thing, a very strange sounding small creature.
Is that you, dear?
Admittedly, these characters add an element of horror to a sweet educational kids program. One IMDB review states that the characters in the latter seasons made them scared of puppets, which is a tragedy. But there does seem to be quite a divide between those who loved the show and those who were afraid of it. If you watched Read-Along as a young one, what were your thoughts on it? Did you find it a bit scary, or did you love it? Or all of the above? If you did enjoy the show, consider nabbing one of the shirts from Retro Kid. Anyways, that's a short video for today. I am always excited to find new puppet shows. I'll talk to you later.